Happy Halloween, all you queen bees and worms out there. I hope that's not too much of an insult for the men. I mean, the worms as in earthworms, who are very good for the earth, incredibly beneficial for the earth and for planet Earth, of course. And but yeah, that's typically what I would say at this spooktacular time of year. Happy Halloween to all the queen bees and worms out there. So welcome back. Good evening, queen bees and worms. Welcome back to Scorpio Oxman channel. And I am your host, Tyler. And so as you know, as you all know, the this channel of mine, it's all about astrology. But today we are going to go off topic today, especially for Halloween. That's typically what I do for Halloween. When it comes around, we kind of go a little bit off topic. I mean, astrology could have some relations or connections to Halloween in a sense. But today, so I thought that this story and this, this story is definitely something spooktacular for the Halloween season. And it's a 56-year-old story. This happened in 1967. And of course, it's all about the Patterson and Gimlin Bigfoot film. Now, cryptids, I've been meaning in recent times, I've been meaning to get around to making videos on cryptids, even though it is off topic of astrology, it really is. But you know, we could go off topic every once in a while though, but because something that's really interesting and, you know, in accordance with the unknown, you know, just like there's a lot of things about astrology that are of the unknown. And so the same thing goes with cryptids. And cryptids are animals that may or may not exist when you look up the term cryptids. And of course, Bigfoot is one of the most famous cryptids in world history, as we know, the Loch Ness Monster being another one. And I just want to tell you quickly about, you know, the famous photograph of the Loch Ness Monster. From the 1930s. That turned out to be the most famous photo of the creature, supposed creature. That was proven to be a hoax. That photo was proven to be a hoax. It turned out somebody. I'm not going to go into specifics of who it was and who done what, but it did turn out to be a hoax where someone had made a toy. They built a little toy and they put it in the water and took a photo of it. So that was proven to be a hoax. So the Loch Ness Monster and Bigfoot, there's no question, both of them are probably tied as the most famous cryptids all time, easily. Bigfoot may have a slight edge. So we're going to get right into this, about the Patterson-Gimlin film. And so here it is. I got it up here on. Now I'm just going to point out here, frame 352 of the film. Okay, so it was kind of. I'm going to show you the full film. Well, not the full film, but it appears to be a few minute long film that Patterson and Gimlin took during their trip in the woods, when they went in the woods in Northern California back in 1967. It was frame 352, which is the most famous part of the frame, which is this, which is the Sasquatch or Bigfoot. He's looking directly at them, at the camera, very spooky. And that this frame that we're looking at right now, that was the exact moment in frame 352 when Bigfoot is looking directly at them. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you the meat and potatoes of this story right now. Okay, I'm gonna go right to the conclusion pretty well of this, of why I want to tell you why I believe that this is authentic. This video was not a hoax. Like the Bigfoot photo was proven, or no, sorry, like the Loch Ness Monster famous photograph was proven to be a hoax. This one, the Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot film, I believe was authentic. And the reason why, when you see the film, they've spoken to many in the 56 years. Well, okay, not all the critics probably believe that it was authentic, but the truth of the matter is that if this was a man in an ape suit, so here I'm getting in the meat and the potatoes here of the explanation. Okay, so I'm officially explaining to you why I think this was authentic. If this was a man in an ape suit, they say this ape suit that this man was in, it would have been astronomically ahead of its time, they said, by the looks of it. Okay. And you could see that in the film as well. The way the creature walks, you could tell there's no way it could have been a man in an ape suit unless it was amazingly advanced, like astronomically, but they mention that the arms of the creature were longer than the legs, seemingly. Okay, that's another thing too. Now, I know that may not prove anything. That may not prove anything with the arms being longer than the legs, but they said, aside from being a man in an ape suit that would be hugely ahead of its time. Okay, if whether you believe that or not, here is the absolute climax of explanation that what I'm about to tell you, okay, of why this video was authentic and was really taken of a creature unknown by man and unknown by science. So they said the way the creature walked was incredibly fast. This creature walked incredibly fast in this swampy area. They say a human could not have done that, even in an ape suit. They say a human could not have done that if he was wearing Inuit shoes, one of those Inuit shoes that walks on snow or whatnot. They said a human would have sunk in this swampy area and would have really struggled to walk in this area where this creature was filmed walking through. Okay. So they said a human could not have walked this fast, let alone walk, period, in this swampy area. This creature had an uncanny physical ability to walk very fast in this swampy area, whereas a man would have sunk or would have struggled. You know what I mean? To get through the area. Even if he was in this big awkward ape suit, I'll tell you briefly about Michael Keaton, the actors Michael Keaton and George Clooney, and all of them who played Batman, and Val Kilmer and all of them. All of them said it was incredible. They all said they could barely move when they were in that bat suit. When they played Batman and they were in the Batman suit, they said they could hardly move in it. It was so uncomfy to move in it. So if they could hardly move in it, so that's just an example I'm telling you. If they had some costume, some special costume that was made in Hollywood for them to be dressed up in and to walk in. It's like that suit. So according to Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, even Christian Bale, all of them who played Batman, they said when they were in the Batman suit, they could hardly move in it. It was extremely uncomfy. And like, let alone this creature in this video is walking so fast, it's as if he's running. It's as if he or she is running. Okay. This creature is basically speed walking in the video. Okay. This creature is speed walking in the film. So a human in an ape suit, like, is not going to walk as fast as this thing. So that's I think that's a very good point, what I explained to you just now, of why the Patterson-Gimlin film is authentic and is not a hoax. Okay. Now, there's all kinds of theories about Bigfoot. I'm just going to tell you some brief theories about the existence of Bigfoot. And these theories do seem outrageous, but I'll tell you a couple of them. One of the explanations about the existence of Bigfoot, the Loch Ness Monster, and a lot of other of them, and I'll mention this a lot in future videos I do of cryptids, if I do them. One of the theories is some scientists believe that there may exist time portals in life. There may factually exist time portals. Now, of course, that's not proven. We don't really know that. And they believe that maybe and perhaps some prehistoric creatures from the past may have accidentally stumbled on a time portal and transported them to our time in the 20th century. And so that's how we ended up seeing these creatures. And then somewhere along the way, they didn't survive in our world at the time because they're not from this time. Whereas if they're from the prehistoric days. So one theory is time portals. Creatures, or maybe humans, some humans may have accidentally, the disappearance of some airplanes and some ships have disappeared without a trace. No trace of them was ever found. So there's some theory about time portals, that some people or animals, creatures even, have accidentally stumbled upon them and got sucked in them and got transported to another time. Okay, so that's one theory. Another theory is that they say that if you believe in ghosts, so they say that the ghosts of there's ghosts of humans, there's also ghosts of animals. So creatures that used to exist maybe millions of years ago from prehistoric days, once in a while people have seen their ghost. So that's another theory. So one theory is the time portal theory. Another one is the ghost theory. These were the ghosts of some creatures that used to live on planet Earth that went extinct years ago. So, and that would explain these theories. They would explain the reason why there have been countless expeditions of people that went out in the woods or went out in the lake in Loch Ness, Scotland, but they never found the creature. They never found the creatures. So because they were never there. Well, they were there as a ghost, as a spirit, or they were there temporarily because they got transported there by time portal or whatnot. So I just wanted to throw out to you those theories of why these animals were never really found again or seen again, for that matter. But again, it's just, those are one of many theories. So, okay, guys, so we're going to wrap this up. I'm going to wrap this up by showing you. So I gave you my take on it, on the story overall, and why I believe that the Patterson-Gimlin film is authentic and is not a hoax. The Patterson-Gimlin film of Bigfoot, or also known as Sasquatch, in the state of California, USA. which was from 1967, so 56 years old. Okay, so let's get to the film, and we'll conclude this by watching the film. I'll get the film on. Hopefully it won't take... Yeah, here it is right here. Okay, here's the film right here, down here. Yeah, and I'm going to leave the link here below for you guys to read on the Wikipedia. It's going to be the Wikipedia page on the Patterson-Gimlin film. So here it is right here. And so I'm going to forward it to the 2 minutes in the film, or 1 minute. I think it's at the 2-minute mark. It's at the 2-minute mark in the film where they see the creature. So the Patterson-Gimlin film of Bigfoot. Okay, and it's right about here. I'm just fast forwarding it. Yeah, so here we go here. And of course it will get to frame 352 when the creature looks directly at them, which is very spooky. Here it is right here coming up. Right there, frame 352, right there. So, yeah. There's actually a story, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Now, I meant to mention there was actually a story that they saw. This was not the only creature that they saw. There was actually 2 of them. They saw another one that was with it that appeared to be a baby. So this was a mother that had a baby with it. They didn't catch the baby on the film, but they caught... I thought I heard a story. I read about a story of that as well, that it wasn't the only one that they saw on this trip. So that was something else I thought was really interesting. So you can read about that as well. And yeah, that was interesting. Yeah. Okay, guys. So thanks again for watching. And again, happy Halloween to all the queen bees and worms out there celebrating the Halloween season. Okay, guys. And by the way, I want to on a bit of a this is kind of I just want to say I'm very grateful of all my subscribers out there, and because we are celebrating 500 subscribers on Scorpio Oxman channel, for 500 for the very first time. So I can't thank you enough. And here's on to 1,000 when we get to 1,000. So celebrating 500 subscribers as well for this Halloween season on Scorpio Oxman channel. So that's pretty special. And I want to thank you very much for all your support for that. And again, keep your questions coming to me, scorpiooxman@gmail.com. I'll answer your questions for free. So thanks again for all the support. It means a lot. So all the best, guys. Take care. Until next time. All the best. God bless. Thank you.